Hey, hello there, beautiful and incredible people. Janine here, host of the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I am delighted to be here with you today and to explore feeling your feelings. Well, Janine, what do you mean about feeling our feelings? Well, let's get real here. There's two things that we need to look at. Well, we don't need to look at them. We are going to look at them. We're choosing to look at them and to explore them. One of them is our thoughts and our feelings may not be our thoughts and our feelings. And this is where we get to say, whose is this? What is this? Is this mine? And I release all that belongs to another. Tool number one. And it's just amazing how empty your head and your body suddenly feel when this happens. And you just feel so much lighter when this happens because you are now letting go of what is not yours, where you've been thinking things and experiencing things that are not yours. The bottom line is we then go on to say, am I really thinking this? Am I really feeling this? What am I feeling? Because people, we have 17 seconds to shift a thought, to shift a feeling before we start either becoming constricted, going down the rabbit hole and allowing it to have babies. And this is what meditation is. It's allowing ourselves to see what we're thinking, what are we creating, and where are we connecting? And when are we? Are we bringing our presence into the present? Is it a feeling from now? Is it a feeling from the past? Because all of these impact us. We may be working on a feeling from a past life. We may be working on a feeling from a future life. Is it right? Is it wrong? It just is. And this is what I have discovered. It is just so awesome when you say, I release all that is belonging to others in the fastest way possible that is comfortable for my body and me. We then are able to ground our energy and get into the present. Now, am I asking you to subscribe to always being positive, always being happy? Well, in a way, I am. And in another way, I'm also asking you to explore the feeling that is coming forward. Is it truly what you think it is? Because remember, sometimes our vocabulary doesn't match up with what we're experiencing. So when we sit it and we see it, we observe it, we acknowledge it and thank it for being there and say, well, whatever I'm here to learn from you, that's great. We're then able to release it and let it go and replace it with a much higher vibrational feeling when it's a lower one, like anger or frustration or fear or hopelessness or helplessness or irritation. Because there's nothing wrong with these feelings. They're just very dense. They keep us stuck. And maybe we require that at the time. Maybe we don't. And we will not know unless we step forward and say, what's going on here? So ask yourself, whose is this? What is this? Is this mine? Then you take a deep breath in. Let it out and see, how does your body feel, better or not? Now, for myself, when I work with clients, I get to very often pick up and feel their feelings, feel where they're feeling it in their body. And I had to learn, is what I am feeling mine? Is it coming from my client? Is it coming from outside of myself? And people, we all have this capacity because we are all absolutely connected with each other. And it's within this connection that we pick up on other things. Now, like, for example, when he's not a bull terrier, my Staffordshire Bull Terrier died. We'd had him for a very long time. And when I took him to the vet, he'd been unhappy for a very long time. Well, I sat and I sobbed my heart out. I remembered the good times. I remembered his beautiful little ugly face and just allowed myself to experience the feeling. Did I carry on being sad? No. I chose to shake it off, shimmy, 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 shake it off. And for those of you on the podcast, I'm literally shaking my entire body. Okay, I'm not shaking my face. And allowed myself to say, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel like this. And now let's move on and move forward. Because ultimately we get to choose our thoughts. We get to choose. Okay, let me reframe that and rephrase that. We get to choose whether we keep a thought and whether we keep a feeling, and whether we release it and replace it with something that feels so much better. I love what Abraham says through Esther Hicks: a better thinking feeling. So when a thought helps us feel better, great. When we feel better, we start attracting better, we start working with better, we start allowing in better. And one of my pet things is, yes, something may be hard to do. And when we are enjoying it, it doesn't feel hard. When we don't enjoy it, it feels hard. Doesn't mean it is hard. It's just the perception and the energy we place on it. So my question to you is, where are you feeling frustrated, angry, upset? Where are you feeling as though life is empty? Number one, is it your feeling? Number two, is this what you're truly feeling? Or is this life showing you that you are able to expand, to grow, to step into more? Because very often this is what the feeling is about. So people, think about that, feel that. And if you know anyone who's in this condition, please share this with them. Ask them to reach out to me. I do a karmic healing session where we go and look at, what is the energy keeping you stuck? Where have you done an action that you've seen others do that may come from former lives, or may just be something that people are mirroring to you or you've picked up as a norm? And where can we shift it from being karmic and keeping us stuck in a cycle to being far more expansive, creative, and in alignment with our divine purpose? It's a 90-minute session, and in this, we get to shift those feelings of frustration through identifying them, through, I wouldn't say commiserating with them, more having compassion for them, as we have compassion for ourselves. Because when we love something, this is when we are able to release it and let it go. Remembering, as I always remind you, loving something is not liking it or disliking it. It is just working with it in a much lighter, light-based energy. And remember, ground your energy. That is also very, very helpful. I would love to hear your comments. Come and find me on social media. Reach out via my website. And people, have a grand, glorious, thoughtful around what you are thinking and feeling day. Awareness is such a key to helping us shift our mindset. And remember, mindset alchemy is taking what we have, adding something else, and allow something more positive and valuable to come through from it. Have a grand, glorious, and phenomenal day. Bye-bye.